Welcome to the COMC High School Football Coaches Show, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Serdike Yamaha, MoDOT, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Hedges Scott Millard Funeral Homes, and Slumberland Furniture, Slumberland at the Lake. We're here on the practice field, Camdenton, and getting a little rain today, Coach. So starting to feel more like football weather. We come off a big win, playoff win Friday night at Rolla. And it looked like you dominated that game. Did you come out fast, or was it just solid from beginning to end?
You know, we came out fast. We blocked a punt early and scored a touchdown on it, and really kind of built momentum from there. And our defense played well. We gave up a couple big plays, but other than that, I felt like we played really well.
Yeah, that's nice. So you guys might be playing your best football of the season. I went back and added it up. You've won your last two games 119-20, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty dominant. And that would also mean you're probably pretty confident right now.
Yeah, I think we're playing our best football for sure. And, you know, we're mixing it up well on offense, being able to run the football and throw the ball when needed. So that's good. And then defensively, we're getting to the ball and tackling better.
Yeah. So you come into the postseason, you've had your ups and your downs, and you get these two wins, probably playing your best stuff of the year. Is the offense working better than it has all season at this point?
I think so. I think our run game has really helped us be more balanced, helped us be more multi-dimensional. And so when you can do those things and you're not one-dimensional, you're a better football team.
Right. How about the defense? I mean, giving up, well, just 20 points in your last two games, and one of those a playoff game, so it's some pretty stiff offense. The defense playing good.
Yeah, I think so. I think the defensive line, I keep saying that each week, is playing better as we go along. More physical, better tackling over the last couple of weeks, and we want that to continue.
Right. So you get a familiar foe this week. You get Helias. You played them earlier in the season. They ended up second place in the conference to Rock Bridge, I believe. Rock Bridge is Class 6, not 5 like you guys. But this Helias team has been in the top 10 all year long, and they're a tough team, man. This is a really good team.
They are. They've got one of the best offensive lines around, and some of those guys play on the defensive end too. And so they're balanced. They can run and they can throw, but they are definitely playing really good football. So you know, we're excited about this next opportunity. We played a good half against them last time. We want to put two together this time.
Yeah, the first half of the last time you played them earlier this season, it was nip and tuck the whole way. They got away from you in the second half, but I'm guessing that gives you guys confidence going into this one, because you know you can play with them, right?
Right. We know that we have those abilities and we have a good plan to be able to do that. So it's encouraging, yeah, but it's a 4-quarter game, so you got to go out there and be prepared to play good for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, and this one is on the road at Helias. Really nice stadium there. We'll talk more about that when we come back on the COMC High School Football Coaches Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Football Coaches Show in the rain this week. It's beautiful, but I see a little sun peeping through over there. That's good. It's Coach Parpitz with us, one of our favorite people. It's football playoff time. You win the first playoff game last week, and really going into that game at Rolla, didn't know what that was going to be because you didn't play them during the regular season. They had a better record, but it really paid off that you've played a tougher schedule this year? Because really that wasn't even a contest. You just blew them away.
I felt like we were prepared for sure. You know, the competitiveness in our conference and in our schedule did help us be ready and be able to handle whatever they were going to throw at us. And so we feel like we're playing our best football, and that's based on being able to get through that schedule and be healthy at the end.
Yeah, and that being healthy at the end is a key.
Yeah.
Because when you play that many good, strong, big teams, you can come away hurt. So it's Helias this week, and it's on the road. Have you ever played at Helias before?
We've had our sub-varsity, our freshmen and our junior varsity have been able to play at their new stadium. The varsity hasn't. When we've played them before, we've either played them at home or at Pete Atkins Stadium.
Yeah, so, and I didn't even know that. So this Helias Stadium is new. It's like a college stadium there. It's a really nice place. But I didn't know that they had always played at Jeff City before this year.
Yeah, it was even way back when I was in high school, we would play them. Sometimes it was on a Saturday because Jeff City High had a game on Friday, and so it'll be cool to go to their new stadium and see what it's like and go play a good high level game.
What are you going to have to do on offense to beat that Helias team?
We've got to move the chains. We've got to be able to be effective in our run and pass. Have to be able to move the line of scrimmage the best that we can from the offensive side. Defensively, we're going to have to tackle because they can break tackles. They do a good job of running hard and getting extra yardage after contact. We got to be really good at the point of attack and tackle well.
Yeah. You go into this game an underdog. They're the #1 seed in the district. You guys were like number 5. So you're not expected to win. Do you like playing the underdog role?
Yeah, I think it's great because you're kind of playing with house money. You just go in there and there's no pressure on you in terms of, we should be able to do this against this team. But in the end, you have to go and play it. And once the ball's kicked off, I think underdog or not underdog, you got to go out there and get after it.
Yeah, there's a little more pressure. I mean, over the years, we've done so many of your playoff games over the years, and you're almost always favored to win. That underdog team comes in ready, loaded for bear, man, and they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, you can be a little bit more relaxed and just go out there without the pressure. I think that's important no matter whether you're the underdog or not. But our guys are ready for that, I think, and they feel like they're just ready to go and play their best.
There you go. Coach Parpitz, playoff game #2. They're at Helias on Friday night. Thank you, Coach. Good luck Friday night.
You.
We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it.
We're going to get out of the rain. That is your COMC High School Football Coaches Show. Coming up next, we're going to go across town, talk with Osage coach Shannon Jolley as they have a big playoff game this week, too.
During this chapter of life, we are really taking the time to enjoy the little things.
So it was important to have our final wishes pre-planned so our family wouldn't be burdened later on.
Hedges Scott Millard made it simple, but thorough. They provided us with different options right here in the comfort of our home.
We are so glad that we planned ahead. Now a whole lot more of this, a little of this, all with the peace of mind we wanted.
At Hedges Scott Millard, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life. Take time to enjoy it.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. We're in the middle of our mega sale. What's that mean? It means great discounts for every room of the house, and we have 0% 24-month financing. So you get the discounts plus 0% financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area. So come see us at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Football Coaches Show. As you can see, we've made our way here to the School of the Osage, home of the Indians. Coach Shannon Jolley with us here. His Indians, one of the best teams in Class 4 this year at 8-2, winning the first round of the postseason, the play-in game last week. And Coach, that was kind of a game of two halves. It was really close, tight, low-scoring game in the first half, and in the second half, you just blew them out. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think it's tough to kind of look at that game and get the whole perspective of it. But, they did a really good job of keeping the ball. I was proud of our defense the very first series because they had to work. I think it was a 16-play drive or something. And then the young man made an unbelievable catch down here in the end zone. So, they had the ball most of the first quarter. So that can be frustrating at times. It just depends on how it goes. And then when we did get the ball, we had a couple early errors that kind of left us in a situation. But going into the half, 9-7 is obviously not where we wanted to be. But sometimes that's the way it works.
Yeah, and you come out in the second half and you just really completely dominate. I mean, you end up winning the game 50-16, and it was a low-scoring game in the first half. So what's the difference between the first half and the second half? What kicked into gear?
Well, I had a whole bunch of people say, the old thing is, the halftime speech must have been great.
Yeah.
The halftime speech really was this. Hey guys, in about an hour and a half, somebody's going to be checking their equipment in and somebody else is going to be celebrating. And I said, I'm not interested in having them celebrate on our field, and I'm definitely not interested in checking in our equipment. And so, that's really what was said. And I think the kids, this is a group that's still learning and they're trying to find themselves with each other and who they are. But I mean, to have a 5-touchdown performance in the third quarter alone is something that I've never even experienced. So, but there was a lot of things that Zumwalt South did to allow us to have those opportunities, but still, we were proud of our kids.
Yeah, 8-2 now after that win, and there was an amazing story within the game on your team as one of the players, their family house burned down earlier in the week. He comes out, he not only plays, but he was a huge part of your victory.
Yeah, I think it's just that probably Jason's been doing things like he did Friday night all year, but I think it was really a breath of fresh air for him to kind of let some things go. We talked about it a little bit before, so what a blessing to have an opportunity like this to kind of let all the stress and things involved. I mean, their home was a total loss. Fortunately, no one was injured, but Jason's a wonderful person. His family's amazing, and it was cool to maybe let himself go on Friday night, and boy, he did, didn't he?
He sure did. It was impressive. And you know what really impressed me after the game? I'm watching the game on Lake TV. I'm watching your post-game interview with William Holtz, and he's talking to the players, and the players are loving on each other. It's like, it's like, great game, you did a great job. And each player was like, well, I played for him. He's my hero. It's pretty special how tight-knit this team is.
For you to say that from an outside perspective means everything to me, because we've been talking about playing for something bigger than yourself, during this whole process, even 4 years ago. But I think, God has his ways of bleeding that into people. And I think this week, whether it was Jason's situation or not, I think our kids are understanding that there's a lot of value in doing something for someone other than yourself. And that feeling is probably better than anything. And so we're just fortunate to have a group of guys that seem to at least embody that on Friday night.
Yeah, but it comes from the top down. I mean, the kids get that from the coach, the coaching staff, all that stuff. So it kind of comes from you. So big game this week. The playoffs continue, round 2, and you've got an undefeated Warrenton team this week. We'll talk about that when we come back on the COMC High School Football Coaches Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers pediatrics at 2 lake locations and 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic, offering same-day appointments. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone, whether you live at the lake or just here visiting. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. We're in the middle of our mega sale. What's that mean? It means great discounts for every room of the house, and we have 0% 24-month financing. So you get the discounts plus 0% financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area. So come see us at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Football Coaches Show here at Osage, home of the Indians. Coach Shannon Jolley, your team is on the road Friday night against the number 1 seed in the district, Warrenton, 9-0, ranked in the top 10 all season. This Warrenton team has been really good. What makes them so good?
You know, I just think they play confident. I mean, they've got some really good-sized kids. I mean, they have a lot of size across the board, but they're playing with a lot of confidence right now, obviously being undefeated. So, you know, I think they're well coached. And, I mean, when you get to this point, you don't really face any teams that are not talented. So, you know, I think they fit the bill, and we're looking forward to it on Friday.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, you've been looking forward to this game this week all year long. When you get to this point, it's good against good, great against great. Both the teams have been in the top 10 this year, so I mean, it's just kind of, that's why you put together the schedule the way you did, though, against some really good, hard teams.
Well, we talked about it all year, just about trying to play your best football week 10, and then the rest is bonus. I mean, you know, right now our kids should be going into this Friday with really nothing to lose. And you made a point about me looking for this week. You know, we talked last week. Last week, you know, to me is really not the playoffs. So now you've separated yourself, and like I said, 50% of the high school teams across Missouri, unfortunately, are done.
Yeah.
And so to be at least in the top half and still playing is a privilege, and we're not overlooking the value of that.
What does your offense need to do going to Warrenton on Friday night?
We just need to come out and run the ball effectively, and we're not going to probably get those big, you know, explosive yards. We talked about that last week too, about being willing to grind out those third and shorts and be able to run the ball on third down and things, and then let that open up our passing game for us.
And the defense, what are you going to have to stop?
Our defense needs to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, you know, Coach Hess would not say they're perfect by any means, but they've played really good football, and he's put them in a really good spot. And so they just need to keep playing, doing things. We've given up a couple big plays, which was uncharacteristic of us early. But, you know, you're going to give up plays. We just try to limit the big plays as well.
A lot of distractions this week. We talked about one of your players had the family house burned down. Another one of your coaches was in an accident this week, so we're thinking and praying for him this week.
Yeah, Coach Brooks has been a huge asset to our program this year. You know, he played at Missouri Western. And the reason he was in St. Joseph on Saturday night was he met a couple of our players to take them up there and show them the program. Him and his wife were on their way back and had a significant accident, but him and his wife are safe. He's just got some major surgeries that he's going through this week to reconstruct some of his right arm and things like that. So, you know, we've been praying for him, and I just think sometimes everybody sees the game on Friday night and don't understand, man, there's a lot of things going on in the week, and sometimes they're not, you know, envious for everybody, and we're just hopeful for him to have a full recovery and get him back.
Yeah, absolutely. Thinking about him. And there is a chance. There was an upset in the district last week where Mexico knocked off an undefeated Kirksville team. So if Mexico wins the district semifinal this week, you will be hosting, if you win this week, the district championship. So
we're just going to go to Warrenton.
There you go.
And then see how that goes, and then you can tell me about it late
Next
Friday
week.
night if that's the way it works out, and then we'll be more than happy to have a game here.
There you go. That is your COMC High School Football Coaches Show, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center and brought to you by Sir Dyke Yamaha, MoDOT, Buckle Up, Phones Down, Hedges Scott, Millard Funeral Homes, and Slumberland Furniture.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Sir Dyke Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Hi, honey. It's your mom. I know you're probably working, but I just saw on the news that 3 people die in car crashes every day in Missouri. I just think about you driving around, and it makes me so worried. So buckle your seatbelt, don't look at your phone, and don't speed. And I know you know this, but please always drive sober. You're a good kid. Just be safe, okay? Mom loves you. Okay, bye.
Don't miss out on your favorite show. Watch Lake TV on demand on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV.